I'm glad you stay with us, and of course we're into our insight, and this is where I get to have a discussion with two gentlemen, and of course they are representing something that probably most of you may not probably know about, but and they'll also give us more details in regards to what they do and why they're involved in this particular project. Now with me in studios at the extreme end is Magombe Fred, who is a chairman for the Peace Club in Entebbe. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, and right next to me here is Dumba Hussein, Dumba Hussein Kato, yes, who is also a chairman for the Peace Club, but that is in Goma Division in Mukono. You're very welcome.
Thanks, madam.
Yes. Now, this is a very interesting discussion, but first of all, gentlemen, before we get into the peace discussion of the Peace Club, first of all, tell us more about yourself. I'll begin with you.
Okay. Yeah. I will start with thanking all Ugandans who are watching this show. I'm Dumba Hussein, Chairman, Peace Club Goma Division, that is Mukono District. Alongside, I'm also a chairman, Boda-Boda, the Boda-Boda Association, also in Goma Division. Okay. So we are here to share ideas about this Alam Uganda. Okay. We have represented Alam Uganda. That's our main issue why we are here, to discuss or to share ideas about Alam Uganda.
Okay. Yeah. Fred.
Yes.
Tell us more about yourself and what you represent away from the Peace and Alam.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Presenter. Good morning, viewers. My name is Fred Magombe from Entebbe. I work as administrative secretary for Entebbe and manager for Entebbe Cooperative Circle, and partly I'm a community volunteer with several other activities that I do in the community. That's where also Peace Club also comes in.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So Alam, you talked about the Alam group. What is this about?
Alam, it's all about peace, because in our communities, if there is no peace, I think it's very easy to manage a community without peace. So for us, through this Alam Uganda, we have come up, through sensitization, we have come up to see that in our communities there is peace, there is no violence in our areas.
Okay, yeah. And I'll get to you in regards to that. Now you talked about cooperatives, yes? Yeah. So when you come in with the Alam group and looking at the Peace Club, you're now representing these various cooperatives. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
so your role here, yeah.
Actually, Alam, as it is in a short form, that is African Leadership Reconciliation Ministry, Uganda. And as the leaders of Boda-Boda, we represent, Alam Uganda introduced this program focusing on servant leadership and community transformation through trainings, actually mostly to dialogue with members of Boda-Boda to see that we bridge a gap that has been there, that has been painted in the faces of Boda-Boda as the dirtiest, they do all the dirty things. So this is a program that comes on board to see that we change the picture for these people, because this is this institution has the most actually it employs very many youths. So this institution has to be like when for example in the past we used to see Boda-Boda as something in a negative way. Then when we come in as Peace Club members, we sensitize these people, the Boda-Boda, about the behavior change, mostly behavior change, how they change their attitudes towards conflict resolutions, because it is embedded with too much conflicts, like with the clients, like with the security organizations. So bridging that gap, making sure that we bring together Boda-Boda, police, and the community leaders and the community members at large. So it is through sensitizations, through dialogues that we do to see that we bring peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is on the work. Why is this important to you?
It's very important because in our areas of operation, we need peace. We as Boda-Boda cyber riders and our clients, both we need peace. So this when our colleagues they work in a condition which is very favorable for them, it will be very easy for our clients to come and they use our transport, because now if you want to move very fast, you have to use a Boda-Boda. So if Boda-Bodas, they are not well behaved, it will be very difficult for you to use those Boda-Bodas. But if there is peace with the Boda-Bodas and our clients, that means this job of Boda-Bodas, they will be very easy to get money or to fight poverty in our areas. Yeah.
That is very true. I've seen situations where if something is happening in town, somehow there has to be a Boda-Boda, a whole bunch of them going around and driving like crazy, and it's a bit scary sometimes.
Actually, that one is true. Actually, that is that is our point of view. Because
whether it's elections, whether it's anything, you know, you find
any chaos and anything. So we've always seen Boda-Boda at the forefront of all these riots, and so this is a program that is trying to trim the Boda-Boda mindset to say that, please look, this is an institution, this is a formalized institution, though some of them see it as a last resort. But people are getting money, people have developed from it. They are so changing the mindset through
the
sensitization, dialoguing with them. We see that we, at least with time, we shall achieve something. Actually, we've started.
So how have they responded, your colleagues, the Boda-Bodas, the community? Has it been easy?
It's not easy because those colleagues of ours, for sure, many of them, they are coming from different areas, whereby you may find that each area has its way of living. So we have come up through sensitization, because these guys, you see, they come from Birombe, from markets, from wherever. So when they get somebody, they get a Boda-Boda, they start driving. They start riding Boda-Bodas. So
like a friend gives them, let me drive an hour.
Like that. For us, we call them Rubianza. They start moving around. But those ones, they don't have stages. So it's very easy to sensitize those guys when they have stages. When they don't have stages, it's very difficult. So we try to move around and to look for those ones who don't have stages, where we help them to get stages. Through stages, it's very easy to sensitize these guys. So we have come up with that to bring them together so that we can share ideas with them. So that's our problem, that people are coming from different areas, and for sure, these guys, I'm very sorry to say that Bonate Vasoma. So there's a big challenge. But since we are using the same language,
you can approach them.
We can approach them, and we communicate, and they listen. Because this message, we need, even if you're educated or not educated, you need this message so that we can come up with a peace in our communities.
And basically, I think even the training is to somesa someone something. So maybe they would have picked something from there.
Actually, looking at the this community, the Boda-Boda community, these are people who have been brought from different backgrounds.
That's true.
So it is a very big task. So our task is, now our role here is that we make sure we bring all the stakeholders on board.
Okay.
For example, linking them with police, trying to show them the good side of police and security personnel. And when it comes to things like maybe you don't have a permit and what, we see, we teach them the benefit of getting all those permit and trying to at least make sure that they cooperate with those people who have those services. Yes, like maybe for security reasons, of course, there is an element also of bringing some trainings, like not military trainings, but to sensitize them about their self-defense in case of anything. So
their own security.
Their own security. So we all deal in all that because you couldn't achieve that without bringing them together with the security personnel. So if everyone is looking at the other as an enemy, then that can
there's going to be a problem.
Yes.
Just the other day, I remember that so many Boda-Bodas were saying, we aren't going into town. They're getting us for permits, for helmets, for what? Then you'd ask someone, but why don't you just get these things to ease your work? But so how are you making this happen? How well equipped are you as the Peace Club to make this happen?
Okay. We've come up with an idea, as my brother said, that we don't want to leave a gap between police, we as leaders, Boda-Boda leaders, and the community leaders. Okay. So we join. That's why these committees, Peace Club committees, you may find the policeman, you may find a Boda-Boda leader, a community leader, LC1 leader. So we are joined to see that we can help these guys. So to get the permits, we have come up with an idea of getting our OC earlier, traffic OC. So we get that OC. He come up with the colleagues and teach these guys that please, you must get a permit, you must get a PSV, you must get what. So to get all those requirements, you need this amount. So because others, today we have dealers. Yeah. To get a permit, somebody can tell you that, please, if you don't have $1 million, you will not get a permit.
So hey, you mean you also have middlemen in this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, this is just a gradual process because you cannot start with everyone.
Yeah.
So as Alam came in to bring up this program, of course we started with leaders, teaching them how they can handle the others, conflict resolution, using peaceful methods of solving problems. Now, we normally use different forums, like when they have stage meetings, of course we use that opportunity, of course, also to sensitize them, to train them in how they can handle issues, how they can relate to these other organizations that are of use to them. Through meetings, they normally have stage meetings and general meetings. So through those, we make sure that we pass out our message, and slowly but sure, I think we are trying to bring everyone on board.
So these are some of the activities you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Even we have come up with an idea of making a WhatsApp group. So we make our colleagues to be in that WhatsApp group, so that it can be very easy to communicate. For example, for now I'm here, but being on WhatsApp, I can get what's happening right now in Goma division.
Okay.
That's because of WhatsApp. So we are encouraging them to join WhatsApp group.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, something I want to bring in, probably a bit away from our discussion. Now we have so many applications for Boda-Bodas that are involved. Are these also sections of people you're working with, involving them, or you're just looking at the Boda-Bodas that probably are not in any kind of group, or they're just stage Boda-Bodas? Because we are in a phase now, we are in a stage where this seems to be the current thing. Everyone is looking for where to fall, so that it's easy for them to get clients. Now, one may say with these other people, they probably have grasped the idea of peace and conflict resolution. So have you left these ones out and only dealing with the rest of the Boda-Bodas that we have in the communities?
No. Those guys who are on app, we try to also to engage them.
Okay.
Yeah, those one on safe border, what. So we also join those guys and sensitize them, because apart from being in safe border, they also need this message of alarm.
Yes.
How are we going to keep peace? Even if you are in those apps, you need also to peace in when you are there.
Yeah.
Yes, so you need peace. So being in those apps, we
They're
come,
still,
we
part of
still,
the border, yeah.
yes, cooperate with them. That
Okay.
please, even if you are there, it's very easy for you to get passengers. Very easy to get clients, because now we are in the modern world. When you are here, it's very easy to get a Boda-Boda when you are still here, because you are an app. So if somebody behaves like how he feels without this through this sensitization, you may find that somebody can come to pick you, putting on sapatos, nigina, whatever, dressed like as if he has come from
I like sitting on the smart ones.
Yes.
Smart one, I go for that.
Actually, to add on my brother's statement, actually, this one, we don't segregate.
Yeah,
because whether you are on app or what or
as
not,
long as you're border.
so long as you are Boda-Boda, you must be brought on board. Because the message is not segregative, that we need this section of Boda-Boda members. So it is a broad message to everyone dealing with the Boda-Boda.
Okay.
Either direct or indirect.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now that will bring me to this question. Now, I'll start with you. How is the situation now in Goma between police and Boda-Bodas? Have you seen an improvement? Then after we'll come to you, Fred.
Oh, it's very interesting. Actually, I'll beg you to come and visit Goma.
Okay.
That's why you'll get evidence. Because now, it's like on our committee, Peace Club committee in Goma, I'm the chairperson. And my treasurer is a police officer.
Nice.
Yes. And my secretary is a community leader.
Nice.
She's a secretary. So, being that we are getting from police, from local leaders, from Boda-Boda leaders, now there is a big change. So if you come in Goma and talk about Peace Club, somebody will tell you that, oh, Peace Club, you go, the offices are there.
Yeah. It's easy
Or
to
if you go to police, they will direct you. So there is that chain. From Boda-Bodas to local leaders to police. So, and we are struggling to see that these Boda-Boda guys, though they engage in various activities, good or bad, but we are trying to sensitize them with the police and local leaders.
Okay. How's the situation in Entebbe?
Actually, in Entebbe being a gateway to Uganda, to and
Out
from of Uganda, we've actually, there is a very big achievement in this. One, all the security personnel welcomed this idea. because this was a challenge that everyone needed to look at. How do we sensitize these Boda-Boda men to be peaceful? So when such a program comes on board, everyone is like welcoming it. For example, when we are making our peace club committees, we include LOC, local leaders, we include the police and the Boda-Boda leaders. For example, I'm the chairman of Peace Club Entebbe from Boda-Boda. My vice chairman, Mr. Afande Tenywa Johnson, is a CLO of Entebbe.
Okay.
Have you seen it? Then the treasurer is Afande Pelani Usinje, also an officer of police. And then we have secretary from Boda-Boda, and then publicity, mobilization, secretary LC1. So we see that everything has been brought on board. For example, recently, for us we changed leadership through democratic ways. Recently, in July, we went through an election for the new Boda-Boda executive in Entebbe.
Okay.
As you know, these issues of elections, there is always misunderstandings.
We are close to that era now. Just 20.
So there are some small chaos that was there, and then there were some Boda-Boda members who were like they wanted to bring some riot. Then these people were arrested and then taken to police. But thanks to Alam for bringing all this, that we have Peace Club. Everyone who was arrested with their motorcycles, reaching at police, I just went there with my team. Hey, they say, oh, Peace Club members. Then we solved everything amicably without any pool of ropes.
That's very good. So
everyone
I'm a bit relaxed now for the 2021, yes?
A bit.
That hopefully
yes.
there will be a reduction in the situation of violence and all of those things that sometimes we see our borders spur. And of course, I wouldn't want to entirely blame them, but well, you're doing your part. Now let me ask, do you have colleagues across the country, or just be looking around Kampala Metropolitan? Or?
Okay. This program of Alam Uganda, it's all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, its headquarters, it's based in the USA.
Okay.
So here in Uganda, for us, we are operating in Kampala Metropolitan.
Okay.
So we do all this around Kampala Metropolitan. But even if going beyond Kampala Metropolitan, we can reach there, and we
so
pass
how
this message.
easy is it for all the borders across the country, whether the west, the north, the east, for them to probably get into something like this, of a peace club?
Okay, it's
for that one, of course, as a project, of course, in most cases, has areas of jurisdiction. So the achievements of this project here in Kampala Metropolitan, definitely will be extended to other places, because I think we are the role models.
Yeah.
So we need to extend this to these other areas. Okay. So it is not like centered here only, but this was like a pilot program that is seen, looked at as something that will extend the whole message to the whole country.
And clearly, I'm thinking there are those that really want to also be a part of that.
And I'm assuring you, after 3 years, the coming 3 years, you may find that this project has covered all of Uganda. Yeah.
Well, I'll be pleased by that. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Right next to me is Dumba Hussein Kato, who is the chairperson, or rather chairman, for Goma division, yes,
Yes.
that's in Mukono, and that is for the Peace Club. Now, these are Boda-Boda people. Peace Club is coming in with everyone, really, the community, the security agencies, and the Boda-Boda riders themselves. But, of course, he's representing not just the Peace Club, but also the Boda-Boda riders in Goma, Mukono there. And at the extreme end there is Magombe Fred, who is the chairman of the Peace Club in Entebbe, and is also representing his colleagues there in Entebbe. Now, for them to come and say, well, we need to be on board, we need to work together and make sure that issues of conflict resolution, you know, should be discussed and looked into. Also to ease on their work, you know, because one may think it's just about peace, but to make money, you need to have the peace, right?
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time. My time has run out. We do come Monday to Friday, 9 to 10. Rowena Kajumba is my name. From me and the team that I've been with, good day.